Okay, now we see. So now the lipids actually is a big group. Yeah, lipids is a big group, consists of a few types of molecules, and all these molecules they have mainly the element of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. And since lipids, in order to become lipids or in a group, in this group, the carbon, hydrogen, oxygen doesn't need to follow any of the ratio. Okay, not like carbohydrate. That's why this this makes that lipids, this group of lipids, okay, it can contain a lot of different kind of molecules. So there are five general one which is under lipids, okay, which are considered as lipids. Okay, the main five are the fats, the oil, the waxes, and phospholipid, and also the steroids. So fats and oils are more common. Okay, so normally when we talk about lipids, we will automatically or immediately think of fats and oils because these two are the most common molecules that belong to this group. Okay, as for waxes, phospholipid, and steroids, they are also under lipids because main elements that is found are carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. But they have others, or they can we can say they have certain modification which difference, okay, from the oil and fats, but since they are still contain CHO mainly, and then their structure is still following the monomers of the fats and the oils, which makes up the lipids, fats and oil, which is the biggest group in lipids. So these three, waxes, phospholipid, steroids, still follow or still under the group of lipids because of the main structure. The main structure of these three are still the same as the fats and the oils. Later we will see how. Okay, so now we look at fats and oils first. So fats and oils always we will misunderstood, or we will take it as the same thing. Okay, but they are actually different. Okay, they have a little bit different. Okay, from the word fats, it sounds scary lah actually, but oil is still like okay, it's still acceptable. So by listen to it, actually fats are more to the harm side, okay, oil are the better side. Okay, of course both are not good lah if we have too much in the body, but they are essential. Okay, they are very important for the normal functioning of the body. Okay, fats and oil. So let us see what are the difference. Okay, so first thing, the fats are solid at room temperature, whereas the oil are liquid at room temperature. Okay, the similarity is both of the liquids, both of the fats and oils, they are made of triglycerides. Okay, if you see here, triglyceride down here, yeah, triglyceride. What is meant by triglyceride? It means that every fats molecule and the oil molecules, they are made of this monomer, the triglyceride monomers, and become the polymers. So they have the same monomers. Okay, so what are the monomers made of? These monomers is a bit different. Okay, before this we learn carbohydrates. Monomers is monosaccharide. So when we say monosaccharide, it's only 6 carbon, H hydrogen, and then oxygen, and then from the monosaccharide it form and become polymer. But here when we talk about triglyceride, okay, the triglyceride itself is formed from glycerol and fatty acid. Okay, fatty acid you can see here. So glycerol is the one represent with rectangle, fatty acid represent with the oval. Okay, so how they combine? Same process, condensation. Okay, by removing one water molecule when one fatty acid combines. So if you have 3 fatty acid, you have 3 water molecule is removed. So after they combine and form this triglyceride, the triglyceride is the oil or is the fats. Okay, is the oil and is the fats. Now the second difference here. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so we have fatty acid and glycerol. Where is the fatty acid? So the one in red is glycerol. Okay, this is actually alcohol, yeah. Then fatty acid is from the C double bond to the O, and then you see this zigzag. So the zigzag is actually the chain, the hydrocarbon chain. Hydrocarbon means it has hydrogen and also carbon. So every point, the pointed here, sorry, I need that pointer. Okay, every point here, okay, every point here is actually one C carbon. Okay, so if I count 1, 2, 3, oops. Okay, if we count together, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Is it 14? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, 14. There are 4 points here. So there are 4 carbon inside. Okay, with all the bond to the carbon is hydrogen. So every carbon can hold 4 bonds, right? So if I have one carbon here, the 2 bond, one is to the carbon, another one is also to the carbon, so there is another 2 bond to the hydrogen. Okay, later if I can, I draw it out for you. Okay, so just to understand, these are all carbon. So the hydrocarbon chain will make up the fatty acid. So there are 1, 2, and 3 fatty acid. Okay, we can see there are 3 fatty acid here, plus with 1 glycerol, it will make 1 triglyceride. So these triglyceride are the monomers that make up the oil or the fats. So the second difference that we want to say here is, here. Okay, so normally the fats will contain the saturated fatty acid. So what is meant by saturated? So saturated means if this is a fat, let's say this is a fat, so the carbon here will have only 1 bond to carbon, another 1 bond, and then 1 bond to hydrogen, and then 1 bond to hydrogen. The 4 bond is single bond. Okay, if the triglyceride is oil, okay, it will become unsaturated. What is meant by unsaturated? So unsaturated means this C over here we are saying. So down here another C carbon here, but instead of single bond to the C, it might have double bond to the C. Okay, 2 line. Okay, here is all single bond. Okay, if you have any 2 line present anywhere along the fatty acid, then we call this the oil, no more the fats. That means fats contain all the single bond, or we call them the saturated fatty acid, and then for oil is unsaturated because they consist of double bond. Now in a saturated fatty acid, the carbons are bonded maximum number of the atom. That means no double bond. Saturated is all single bond. As for all single bond. As for oil, okay, we have double bond. See, C and C double bond. You will learn this in chemistry. Okay, how to write this. Okay, for now you just know that there is double bond. How to draw is not important here, yeah. You have to learn it in chemistry. Now, fatty acid. Okay, fatty acid, those with 2 or more double bond are called the polyunsaturated. This one is another term. If you have, just now I said if you have 1 double bond, it's or make it oil. But if you have more than 1 double bond, we call it polyunsaturated fatty acid. So the word poly means you have more than 1.